Hello everyone, good morning. I currently have Lady on my shoulder. I was going to do something because she was over here eating sweet potatoes. And weather isn't too bad, so I'm trying to turn off the fans for this one. What I was going to do is have a video of Lady since she was enjoying some sweet potato. Oh yes, she's in an active mood because she got sweet potato. She's in a playful mood. She's got a fresh sweet potato. She's got a full one here. Tapped it twice. So she was eating this. And I was like, oh, okay. It's like, it'd be a nice video to do. Her going to town on a sweet potato. There we go. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, yes. Look at that sweet baby. Yes. Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, she wants to play. Oh, she wants to play. But she also like, she's all like, oh, the camera's like, it's her goal to chew on this camera. Yes, it is. It is her goal. Oh, yes. Yes, oh, it's her goal. It's her goal. Oh, yes. Yes, oh. Yes. Oh. Ow. See? There we go. She turns around. Jokes on her. Yes. Hopefully it's quiet enough you can get the chewing sounds in. Yeah. Yeah, the chewing sounds in. Yes, yes, I know, yes. Oh, yes. Keep eating, just making the bed. Oh, making the bed, baby. Making the bed. Making the bed. Oh, yes. Um, so, yeah, I guess it's not technically a landmark, but so recently hit a little over 800 subscribers, which I think is neat. Um, you got more and more people asking me about, things like super chats, or not super chats, super thanks and stuff like that, because I don't go live very often. Um, Truth is, this video, like these videos, they're more to document my time with Lady. Because as time went on, it's like it seemed like it's the best thing to do. And I got a fairly decent job. I've even recently applied for a supervisor position because apparently the supervisors they're hiring now don't know jack about anything involving printing. Because I work the art department. You're right, Lady, yes. And they already had to give me a raise once over the worry of, like, losing me. And as my skills grow, I can still go somewhere else. And even though I'm at a half decent, good enough rate, I want to make sure I don't want to have to worry about money in the foreseeable future. Now the lady's on the bed. Don't mind those big boxes. What I do is I use them to block the door, so she can't really like. It's not that she can't get out, but she's gonna make some noise when she does. So when I'm sleeping, and it keeps it nice and cool in here, because I have the air conditioner in the other room. So I just fill them with some junk, keep them weighted down a little bit. Trying to keep lady in frame here. Yeah, fine. I'll just lower the camera again, lady. What are you gonna do about it? So, but oh yeah, sorry. Back on topic. So, I never thought about, or like I'm not gonna lie. Like in early days, I thought like, oh, if I make money with these YouTube videos, I can use it to help lady. Then it was just, I found it far easier just to try to like shoot for a better job. Because back then I was still working for FedEx Ground, and I'll say it again, FedEx Ground do not care about their people long term. You are a beast of burden to them. Oh, yes. So you just happen to be a beast of burden with medical insurance. Isn't that right, lady? Yes. And back then, I often had to choose between, food and rent. And I often chose rent. So there was plenty of times I went hungry. Heck, $20 shoes were a major... $20 in general was like a major financial decision. Like that's how poor I was. I had money when I originally moved out because got hit by ran over by an SUV. That screwed me up for a long time. I lost weight. Weirdly enough, got better. And I said, and I found lady, and he was climbing on me and then jumping onto the bed. That's what that sound is. So, yes. There's nowhere you can hide now, lady. You can hide under the bed, the camera can still follow you. Even though your whole goal is to chew on it. So, back then, yes, I would be like, oh yeah, great, I'm glad they make money off the squirrel, but as I got better, sorry, where's the lady on camera? There we are, okay, sorry, just pointing on the floor here. See, now she's getting curious because now she's got sweet potato in her. She's got sweet potato in her veins. And then she's all worked up. Come here, baby. Come here. There's my girl. So, as I got a better job, made more money. So great. So making money off of this kind of just never became a thing. Or never just, and as I got old, again, doing better at work, I thought about it. It's like, I'd feel like shit. It's just like, if I try to make money off a lady, you know what I mean? Because if I'm gonna make some money off of something, it's like something I'm doing. If I'm entertaining people, cool. Like, something physically I'm doing. And not just because, say, oh, hey, look at him being mildly entertaining and here's a squirrel. There we go. So, and then I should bring up, some people might not know, with YouTube, there's a certain goals you have to meet to become monetized. Like the first one has to be I have to have 1,000 subscribers, which I'm close to. And then the other one is you have to have like an average view count on each video. And like I don't really hit that. So say somehow I have the option to become monetized and, make money off these videos. On average, it might be like $30 a month if I'm lucky. So it wouldn't like, it's like, okay, alright, that paid for Lady's food, but I wouldn't feel right because it's not something that I myself physically am doing. I'm not writing material, I'm not, physically working somewhere or doing something like, and I just feel like it just wouldn't be right. It wouldn't feel right to me. So that's why I was like, all right, you know what? Like, it's like, even if I have the option, it's just better not to do it. On top of that, you got to give like YouTube a whole bunch of information, and it just seems like it's more trouble with some people. Like lately, I've seen an uptake in some people just virtue signaling. And I gotta love my community for at that point, because as soon as someone tries to start to virtue signal, other people in the community just kind of immediately go. It kind of just remind them that this isn't the place for it. It's like somebody comes in and it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna come in here and virtue signal. I don't know why I gave him that voice. It's like, I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna virtue signal and how he's treating this squirrel. And the community just seems to come in through him like, it's like, are you a fucking moron? Did you just come in here and try to say this man's abusing a squirrel? And then the community ends up reminding them, it's like, all the things I do for Lady. This video even, it's a little bit lower. And before, I used to be like, I was like, nah, don't worry about them. But I realized it's good to keep the concept of don't start nothing and then there won't be nothing. So I appreciate everybody who sticks up for Lady. And what cracks me up with some of these people, is that as much as they want to come in here and they want to virtue signal, it actually works against them, because one, they get reminded that it's like, hey, everybody knows you're full of shit. And two, that does push it further in the YouTube algorithm. So a negative comment or a positive comment, oh yes, still goes against what they're trying to go for. So if someone tries to start harassing, it just pushes it further into the algorithm, which then does the whole thing that they don't want to do in the first place, is put on any attention on Lady. But again, the joke's on them. Oh yes. Is that it just lets more people know about it. So if someone's sitting there hate watching, somebody's going to eventually come up and like, hey, what you watching? And they see a squirrel. Like I was doing a bit to someone. I was telling them about there was some guy who was trying to dox me to some gaming community, and well, it was funny because the video he showed, I just like, all right, hey, he's like, you want to see where he got this from? Here's the video. Because even if someone thought I was the fattest, ugliest, neck-beardiest looking, just horrible looking human being, it immediately gets taken away with, hey, baby squirrel. Because Lady was a baby at the time in the video. So whatever his point was, it kind of immediately backfired because baby squirrel. It didn't matter what you thought about me in the video. I could have been just some fat slob in a recliner, just breathing, just Just a disgusting looking human being. Is that right, lady? You'd immediately just be taken away with baby squirrel. Like, even if I was just half conscious, looking drunk in a chair, and just a baby squirrel crawling all over me. Again, baby squirrel. And that's what kind of cracks me up, because so the fan's off now. I feel like I'm hearing the walls move. That's probably just the wind blowing outside. I did have a comment with somebody a while back. They were talking about how it's like, clean the room, and I'm like, all right, yeah. It's like, okay, clean the room. 2 minutes later, I know what that sound is now. I hear cracking in the walls. The place was built in the 70s. Oh, she actually gonna chew on a deer antler? She actually gonna chew on that nearly 5-year-old deer antler? Oh, yeah, she got the deer antler. Rare moment, everybody. She got the deer antler. She gonna actually chew on it? She gonna use it for intended purpose? Yes, she is. Holy crap. She's actually gonna timestamp this in a video at 16 minutes and 40 some odd seconds. Lady's actually, and she's so much older again. It's like nails on a chalkboard, but she's like, yeah, I'll chew on it on your ear. But she still got it in her mouth. She actually still has it in her mouth. All the people kept saying, like, get her some deer antlers. Get her a deer antler. I was like, I do have deer antlers for her. She just never chewed on them. See if I can sit down. So, she must want more calcium, or she just instinctively just figured out, oh yeah, that's right. I've been trying to give her brain food, so maybe she figured it back out again. Fall's coming, so they're, oh yeah, so fun fact. So in the fall months, between certain points, the gray matter, their brains actually get bigger. So the gray matter in their brains increase, and then they have better memory. And that was short-lived. So, it's a good example of, if someone ever tries to say, you're abusing that squirrel, this is what she did to Bone. Let's see if I can get it in focus, sorry. This is what she did to Bone. A few seconds with it. Isn't that right, lady? Don't try to chew on that. Chew on this. Oh, yes. I know this ain't bone, but it's deer antler. It's got to be just as tough or close enough to it. So, this thing is, I bought this when the pet store near me was still open. And let's see, that lady's 6 years old. And I probably bought this around maybe 3 or 4 years ago. So, alright, so 4-year-old deer antler. She actually chewed on it. She actually chewed on it. Good girl. But let that be a reminder. Because, yeah, full of backbone. She's got the zoomies at the moment. Got the zoomies? Got the zoomies? Got the zoomies? Yes. Get the zoomies? Alright, so I only got about 22 minutes and 3 seconds of space left on my camera, so now I know even though I feel like it's getting to the highlights. Lady having the zoomies. I'm sorry, I was all over the place with my thinking today. Did she get that fresh sweet potato? She chewed on an antler. Lady, tss. No. No. You want to wrestle with the cord, that's fine. I try to keep the air in here nice and clean for you. That's why you got the air purifier on. I want you to have the freshest, cleanest air while you're in here. It's just like the water fountain and why you can't have nice things. Yeah. Well, you had the water fountain. Couldn't have nice things. You snipped the cord and then you looked at me like, what happened? So, I'm going to end the video here or the camera's just going to shut off because... But I want to get all this cuteness. Get all that cuteness. Got the zoomies! You got the zoomies! Yes. I should vacuum up in here. Yeah, you just make a mess again. So...